All right, hello my fellow dirt road travelers. We are here at the beginning of the run for the Mojave Trail. We met up with George from Trail Militia. It's gonna be an awesome day. Let's go do this. There's a big story coming later. I'll tell you all about it. Guys, right behind me you see Danny's big ram. It is currently hooked up to our Jeep Precious Metal. Super winch, thank you so much for the tow gear. Now the reason why we are getting towed, let me tell you. Okay, so Nate and I have had a terrible week this week, just terrible. Then we got super excited. We saw that George from Trail Militia, go check him out, had thrown up the Mojave Run Trail. Nate and I have talked about doing the Mojave Run Trail for years now, years. So super excited, we get all packed up, Nate gets off work, and we get on the freeway and we get going. Our week is freaking turning around. We are loving it, we're laughing, we're having the best time driving to get to the campground to go meet up with George. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Precious Metal lets out this horrendous scream. The Jeep shakes. We start slowing down. So we're like, oh my God, we gotta get off the freeway. Luckily, we are able to coast under no power off to the side of the freeway far enough. Precious Metal has thrown a rod bearing. Yep, we're done. We are toast. There is no one else at the current time following us. We are by ourselves on the freeway, on the side of the road. We have our babies in the car. What the heck are we supposed to do? Luckily for us, it is awesome to have good friends. Josh and Monica were 30 minutes behind us. They have towed us to the campground. Thank you, Josh and Monica, for saving our butts, saving our hides, and getting us to where we needed to be. Now, we've camped overnight. There's some decisions to be made on what we are going to do, because we can't drive her. Precious Metal is done. She's towed. Thank you, Danny, for the rescue again, and Super Winch for the tow equipment. We are going to be towed down the Mojave Trail. Yes, you heard me right. We are towing Precious Metal the whole way down the Mojave Trail. Nate and I are going to be in the car, our babies. This is going to be an adventure. You don't want to miss it. This is going to be crazy. Let's go do this.
Guys, so we're rolling into Fort Paiute right now, and still have Danny towing us here, but we're gonna check it out.
All right, guys, we've made it to our first destination, Fort Paiute. It is pretty awesome. It's hard to believe that this was all hand built and stacked. It is amazing to see. So it's definitely a must stop. Gotta see it.
I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting.
run into a little bit of a problem. Our rear passenger tire is locking up on us while Danny is towing us. So we are stopping and checking it. Nate is thinking that it is the parking brake. We had a little problem with the parking brake engaging and disengaging. So he's checking it out right now. Hopefully we don't have to leave the Jeep. We'll see.
We gotta go back to Fort Paiute, see if we can find an old wagon wheel and we'll stick it on that something.
Oh. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about taking them off because they're already off. Told you it was making noise. There we go. We're good.
All right, guys, we are back on the trail. Man, that was freaking ugly. It was the e-brake. It just threw up. We're on to our next destination. Hopefully the Jeep makes it. Let's do this. All right, guys, we've made it to the penny can tree. Here it is. Let's see if I can get it in the strap. There it is. It is full. So there's a legend behind this can. You have to drop your penny in to the toll man. You got to pay to use this road. If you do not drop your penny, you do not drop your quarter, you do not drop your nickel, you do not pay your toll, the toll man is going to find you. In the middle of the night, it'll be dark, then all of a sudden you're going to see a light being held up by the toll man. He's going to come collect his toll. So if you believe in it, drop your penny. If you don't, maybe we won't see you again. All right, guys, on to the next thing. All right, Nate, how's it going being towed?
It's a little rough without power steering. I'm not gonna lie. My arms are getting a little sore, but I think we're gonna get through it. And I don't know, I'm still having a good time. The trail is awesome. Mojave Road. If you guys haven't been here, definitely do it. We're gonna have to do it again now. Next time under our own power, hopefully.
Oh God. Hopefully, we'll have to do a redemption.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so on to the next thing. We're gonna break right now for lunch, and then after that we're gonna get back on the trail. All right, guys, so I'm back riding with Nate again. I'm in precious metal because the engine is totes. We can't turn it on, obviously, so there's no AC, no power steering. Nate is having to basically grip the steering wheel with the life. It is jerking like crazy.
It's not even bad right now.
Yeah.
It's a smooth road compared to what we went through in the rocky section.
So his arms are feeling it. They are burning.
It's good. We stopped for lunch. I got a little break, so I'm feeling okay right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long drive.
Oh yeah. It's still amazing to be out here. I mean, we've always wanted to see this trail. It just sucks that we're not doing it under our own power, but we're gonna keep at it. All right, guys, so our next destination, our next stop is the old abandoned settler's house. It should be pretty cool. Let's go check it out.
Welcome to my humble home.
Oh, are you the old abandoned settler?
I am the spirit.
Let's go check it out.
Get off my lawn!
Oh, there's a
Hey, Mama, go get a sticker.
We're good. Move in.
Mama, get a new sticker. Get a sticker. You stick stickers on this thing. There's stickers all over. Get a sticker.
Careful. The floor is not looking so good.
Right?
Yeah, there's a stove in there.
Someone else came and took over?
Mom, let's go get a sticker.
All right, guys, I know you're wondering, well, in case you're wondering, we're being towed with a kinetic rope from Super Winch, and that is hooked up to a tree saver, tow strap, a shorty tow strap. The kinetic rope is making it for a very nice, smooth ride. Of course, we're gonna have those jerks where we have some kind of like whiplash moments, but we're being towed on a dirt road for miles and miles. So definitely Super Winch, thank you. You saved our hides. All right, guys, so I think we're just gonna go and let gravity take its course at this point in time. I think we're gonna put the Jeep up to it and just let her roll. Just let her go. Nate, come on, baby, make her go. All right, guys, so this is what we're attempting.
Up right here. No. No, dude, she's kind of far from the car right now. Yeah, she's recording down here and Mom's recording at the top. Save you a trip, dude.
It's a long walk, but let's see if we can do this.
Hey, Nate, isn't it funny that you did that the other day? That's all the flags.
That was Watson's drop off. We all made it through. Nate made it through with no power, easy peasy. I guess that's his only off-roading he's going to be doing on this trip. But we're on to the next destination. I think someone said there is actually a bathroom at the next stop.
There, you can see.
All right, guys, so we're back on the road again. I just did Watson's drop-off, I believe it's called. Actually had Danny take me to the downhill start of it, and then I unhooked and then just coasted down. So still no power steering, you know, very little brakes, no power brakes. So, but was able to get it done pretty easy, and we're back on the road.
See the big screen TV the other night? The laser one?
All right, Danny, tell me the story.
Oh,
Can you tell me the story?
okay. So this was built by a World War I survivor. His name was Bert Smith. He was exposed to the poisonous gases during the war, scarred up his lungs. He was expected to have a short lifespan, but when he moved up here, built this, he ended up living 25 years past that lifespan. And this plaque here kind of breaks it down, shows him and his buddies, Bert Smith, Joe Molick, and Ray Whitmore. They kept a small herd of goats in the pen, and it's still standing on the far right of the driveway, down that way, I guess. On this side? Yeah. Okay, and then there's also a trail up here that leads to one of the springs. The reason why they built here is because, again, close to a water source, and everybody needs water to survive, right? But yeah, that is fresh, clean air. Gave him longer life than was could have been expected. Pretty cool.
Good morning. So we spent the night in the elevated forest campground. If you look it up, it is just gonna say campground, but it is at a higher elevation. It's nice. There's a whole bunch of juniper trees. It does get a little bit colder. We had a cold, windy night last night, but you know what? It's all good. We love it. We're still being towed this morning. Danny's still towing us in the big old power wagon. So let's go do this and let's continue this journey, this adventure that we are on with a blown up Jeep. But we're still loving it, guys. We wouldn't trade it for anything right now. We're still having a good time, and thank you for everybody in the group that has been so understanding and caring during this trip. You guys have made this awesome for us. It could have been a complete bummer trip, but we're enjoying it. Thank you, guys. So on to the adventure.
All right, George, what are you making?
So what we're doing is we're putting tamales inside a bolillo with queso fresco. So if you guys have never had that, there's a certain country where they do it all the time. I got this straight from Jesse, and bro, it's gonna change your life. I gained 10 pounds because of this. And yeah, so, but we're crushing it right now. Usually what you want to do is stuff a fresh one in the bolillo, but I'm crushing it so it cooks correctly. But yeah, everybody's loving it, so.
I'm just helping. That's all I'm doing. I'm cutting.
What do you guys think?
Delicious.
George is right. It changed my life.
Delicious.
All right, so what are we doing, George?
So Danny's gonna bless you. Since he's been carrying you, he has to leave a mark forever. As long as we don't shatter that window. Dude, this window might never shatter just because you have all the stickers on it.
That's
It'll actually hold, man.
Yeah, it'll probably hold it.
And you just crazy glue from behind and you're good.
But yeah, Danny's gonna bless him even more.
And that's the spot right there for sure, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. There we go.
Boom.
Is that straight?
Good enough.
That's good enough, right?
It's already stuck.
Now you have a story. This guy right here pulled me through all of Mojave.
This guy saved our life. This guy right here.
I didn't save your life, but I saved your trip.
Pulled us all the way through the Mojave Trail.
Yep. Saved your trip. Just the trip.
With the super winch. Look at that.
Oh, damn!
Yep.
On the Trail Militia channel.
On the Trail Militia channel.
Yep.
Yep. So
Adventure for sure, man.
yeah, so thank you, Danny, for getting us through.
Being towed is not an easy thing whatsoever, let me tell you.
Oh, I miss power steering.
Oh God. No AC, no power steering. Nate is having to hold those brakes. It is one crazy ride, but we're still enjoying our time on this trail. Hopefully this clip is not too jarring and no one's gonna get motion sickness. Trust me, we're feeling it.
All right, Danny, where are we?
All right, guys, this is the famous Mojave Road Mailbox. As you can see, the book is left inside for passersby and travelers to go ahead and sign in. And you can see we're trying to keep the United States flag in proper condition. So, you know, respect the flag, sign your book, drop a logo if you'd like somewhere, but just leave the flag alone, respect it. And it's a pretty cool stop, man. You get to go through the book and see how many people have been here before you, their dates, names. Just lets you realize how often this road is traveled. Even though it's all of ours first time, most of us here, it's our first time. I mean, how many people come before us? It's amazing, right, to be here to do this, and great to be with a group of this size. Amazing. Couldn't ask for a better trip. Thank you, guys. So yeah, this is
all right. So yeah, you know, we're gonna put some stickers on there, put some stickers inside, leave them in there for whoever comes by. So Mojave Mailbox, guys.
All right, guys, so when you're out here on the Mojave Trail, there are some little shrines that are set up. There's some gnomes, some frogs. They're really cool to stop and see. I don't know how long they're gonna be here for. There was talk of them being removed, which is kind of sad. I mean, this is something that people look forward to coming out on the trail too. But I also see the reason behind it too. But let me show you what's out here and let's show you some.
Nate's doing Nate things right now. Unfortunately, a Toyota went down, not a Chevy or a Ford. But yeah, we're just trying to get the starter to. I think it's either stuck or it's not engaging correctly. So we smacked it a few times, didn't work. So now we're trying to we're trying to crank it now.
Does it fit that or not?
Let's
See, we're not the only one that broke down on this trail. All right, Nate.
Yeah, they're close as fuck.
We're defeated.
Yeah.
That starter is fried. It's not gonna start, so we're gonna tow them.
All right, guys, so we had to switch things up a little bit. Danny in the Power Wagon, the diesel, is going to pull the Tundra. The Tundra has a little bit more weight and that diesel has a little bit more power to pull it down the trail. We're gonna switch up with a different Power Wagon. We're gonna go with Jesse, and he is going to be pulling us now down the Mojave Trail. So we better put a sticker of Jesse's on our rig to thank him for this. So Nate has some words of wisdom if you are being towed down a dirt rough road.
So normally it's not that big a deal. You're gonna tow at a slow speed, but considering that we've been towing the entire way through the Mojave Trail, yeah, shout out to Super Winch for the good ropes to get us through, but when you're going that long towing, you're gonna get up a little bit of speed, so you got to be careful. You have no power steering, so anytime you hit a bump, it's gonna want to jerk the wheel. So make sure you don't have your thumbs gripping the wheel, because I had a couple times where it wanted to rip my thumbs off, so I just started holding the wheel flat. And then just keep both feet over the brake, because without power brakes, you're going to need to use as much force as possible to stop. And don't run into the rig that's pulling you, because they're doing you a favor. And don't run over the rope.
All right, apparently Josh and Monica just told me their fire extinguisher went off. Let's see this.
No. Lift it up.
Lift what up? This?
Like it's under every.
Oh my.
It's
Oh,
under every.
God. Oh. You're gonna have a fun time with that.
Yeah.
Alright, so I kidnapped Fawn's camera. I'm pretty sure this is all their fault. Comment below in the video if DirtRoadJourney brought the bad juju.
Thanks, George. Thanks. Alright guys, we are back on our journey. Our next destination should be the lava tubes. Hopefully we will get there and there will be some daylight still. Trying to get that starter going into the tundra ate up a lot of our time. It was just totally caked in mud, and to be honest, that's a big rig to be towing, but unfortunately we are towing it. Danny is now towing that vehicle and Jesse is now towing us. Hopefully we can get to our next stop, our next destination, and not have anything else go bad. But you know what? We're looking on the positive. We are still having a blast. We are having a great time out here. We're still laughing, and we're not going to let this get us down. And you know what? It's a journey, and we're willing to take it. So on to the next spot. All right, guys. So we've made it to the lava tubes right now. We're gonna go down there and see. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see much because behind me you can kind of tell the sun is setting at this moment. Want to take a little peek and see what we can see?
Hi.
Gunner! It's Gunner!
Hey guys,
Oh, look, it's Josh and Gunner.
it gets pretty dusty down there.
Does it?
Yeah,
Gunner!
come on through.
At least it's dusty.
Gunner!
Gunner!
Did you see him?
Alright guys, it's about to get real scary in here. It's really dark. It would have been a lot better when the sun was probably more over these tubes to see better. I don't know, but it's really cool. You really gotta check them out.
Work it, man, work it.
I just got you on camera.
Alright guys, so we're getting into some really low light right now. We just left the lava tubes. I don't know where we're headed exactly next, or if we're just gonna try to get to the end of the trail and call it done. I will hop back on here soon and let you know. Alright guys, as you can tell, we've made it to the sand dunes tonight. We're going to camp here, and then tomorrow I'll show you what it looks like in the daytime. So unfortunately this 2-day trip has now turned into a 3-day trip, but we're getting there and we're gonna get it done. Guys, good morning. We had a beautiful night at the sand dunes. It was really cool. There were a lot of little kangaroo rats that came out to see us. If you've never seen one, they're a freaking cute little mouse, and it hops like a kangaroo. But they're kind of all over, so watch your stuff if you're going to camp out here at the sand dunes. Our next stop will be Monument Rock. We're going to go see that, and yes, we're still being towed. We're going to be towed the rest of the way. So I'm ready to get dirty again. All right, guys, we'll see you at Monument Rock. All right, guys, so because we have no engine and no power, the battery is not able to charge, so we have completely lost our power to even roll down the windows now. So now we're riding with the windows up in the Jeep. Hopefully at the next stop at the Monument Rocks, we will be able to get a little jump and get that battery going so we can roll down the windows, because it's going to be miserable if we do
it's already warm. It's pretty early.
Yeah. I'd rather take chewing the dirt than being in the car all stuffed up and hot. So hopefully we'll get there. I can't wait to see the Monument Rocks. It should be pretty freaking exciting. All right, guys, we'll see you there.
Danny, I can't see. Turn on your dust lights.
I chose the front side there, I'm sorry.
No problem. I just couldn't see you at all.
Look at those out for now. There's more of that coming.
Okay, no problem.
All right, dude.
All right, guys, as you can tell, it is super hard to see through this part. It's super dusty. We cannot see the kinetic rope at all. We could not see Danny at all for a little bit. It looks like we're headed up onto a dry lake bed right now. All right, guys, I really hope you appreciate this footage because look what I have to do to get it. Like I said, it's a dry lake bed and I got dusted. All right, guys, we're gonna keep trekking. We have made it here to Monument Rock. Travelers have brought rocks from afar, or before you begin the start of the trail, you can pick up a rock and take it with you down the trail and leave it in the pile. There are so many cool ones to see. It is awesome to be out here right now, and the dry lake bed goes on for days. Let me show you. Really cool, awesome stuff. All right, guys, so we've hit some really deep sand and the power wagon's struggling a little bit. We did not air down the tires beforehand. I don't think we were quite prepared for this, but we're gonna see if we can get the power wagon out of the sand and us out of the sand. Just another part of the adventure. Let's see if we can do this.
Well, Nate.
Well, it looks like this sand is really tricky, super soft. So we're all getting stuck here.
As you can see, the tires are just bearing down deep into it. We're gonna try. We'll get out of this. It's just part of the adventure. All right, guys, so we currently have the kinetic rope and a soft shackle connected to the power wagon. We are going to see if we can give her a little tug with a Jeep. Hopefully we'll get going. So we're like a little train right now. Just think of a little choo-choo train. Alright, guys, do you have any words of advice for towing in sand or even driving in sand?
Don't slow down. Go as fast as you can.
What can I say? Possibly air down a little bit before you get on the sand and just go. Don't stop. As soon as you slow down, your tires are going to start digging down in that sand and you're going to get stuck. Unfortunately, all our extra weight on Danny just slowed him down too much. Okay, guys, so our other Jeep is going to just floor it. It's give him enough speed to help pull him up out of it. Danny is going to put as much force as he can to pull the other Jeep. Okay, guys, here we go.
And that's all she wrote.
No, I think I can't.
Okay, the kinetic rope is still, oh, close up, sorry about that. The kinetic rope is still standing. It is the tree saver that snapped. It was getting really frayed during the towing. We actually have one more from Super Winch, and I think we might hook that one up right now. All right, as I told you, it is super, super
I gotta
frayed.
get my rope.
We're gonna try one more time.
Danny, too much power. Too much.
Yeah, I blame that guy. He has all the power, man.
I don't think Nate knows where he's steering. Look at.
Okay guys, so we've pulled up to an old railroad track and we're being towed through it right now on the old tracks. It's kind of cool.
We'll just first gear through all this. Enjoy it really nicely.
Alright guys, so this is part of the train tracks that we just drove over. It goes in a little bit deeper. Here is what it looks like. Alright, so the reason why these train tracks are out here, we believe that it was a gypsum mine. Here's some of the remnants left behind. We do believe this is gypsum. Don't quote us 100%, but it's pretty cool.
Small group, bring the kiddos. Anybody else want to come along? That'd be pretty nice.
Alright guys, so right back there under that overpass was the entrance to Spooky Canyon. We do not have time this time around to go in there. We're running out of daylight and really I don't want to spend another unexpected day on the trail being towed. So we will have to do a redemption trip and come back out and explore it. It is also close to us, so maybe we'll do a day trip and explore it. Who knows? But we're coming up, we're driving through this canyon and we're gonna be coming up on that water crossing that I keep promising you about. All right guys, I hopped in with the other Jeep in our party and we're gonna try to do the river crossing before everybody else just to see how deep it is. Oh. Okay, so that was the first crossing, not that bad. The tire did not get fully submerged. So let's go on and check out the next one and just see if we can get the full party through, especially since we are towing our Jeep. realized I never said where we kind of really started from. We started this journey at Balancing Rock Campground. That is closer to the Arizona side. We are still in California. We ran it all the way down towards Barstow direction. We are almost at the end of our journey. We are heading down right now, and then hopefully we can call a tow truck and have us towed home. And then we have some big decisions to make with the Jeep. Do we just get another stock motor? There's a possibility, we had a lifetime warranty on the drivetrain, that Jeep might fix this problem. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, so it's pretty much still all up in the air. There has also been talk a little bit about maybe doing a Hemi swap on her. I don't know, Nate.
That's my vote.
Maybe if you guys comment below what we should do with her, maybe we will do it. Maybe. Because I think it's like 50 grand to do a Hemi swap. But we'll talk about that later. But we're almost at the end of the trail. Here we go. All right, guys. Do you know what time it is? Look right over there. Woo! That is the freeway. We have completed the Mojave Trail. Sort of. We have been towed down the Mojave Trail. It is what it is. We've made it to the final destination. We are right now calling a tow truck, and hopefully it will be here not too long. I'm tired and dirty. I really need that tow truck to show up. But you know what? We had a great time, and it is what it is. We just have to deal with what life gives us sometimes. So let's go check and see what is going on with that tow truck. I'm gonna go see what Nate is doing.
Well, we came out from Afton Canyon from the Mojave Road, but so we're right on the side of the freeway though. I'm on the east side of the 15th.
All right, guys, we've done it. We did it. Well, kind of.
Danny did it, and we followed along.
We got towed the whole Mojave Trail. Thank you to everybody who was in the group with Trail Militia. You guys were super sweet to us. I know this was not the most ideal situation to have us towed the whole way with you.
Yeah, thank you for putting up with us, and I know we slowed the group down a little bit, but I'm glad we got to experience it with you guys.
Man, super winch, you guys freaking rock. You saved our butts 100%. Nate, how many miles did we do?
We got 180 miles on this recovery strap right here. So it's seen its share of abuse over this whole trip, but it did great. We didn't have any problems. We did end up breaking one of the tree saver straps with a very, very hard pull when we were stuck in the sand.
But that was like at the very, very end of our journey. Talk about freaking amazing. And freaking amazing, Danny. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
With the right shirt on.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you for towing us the whole way. He tried to make it as smooth as possible, but as you can tell, we're dirty as heck. All right, guys, you know the drill. We're hungry, tired, and dirty, and that is the end of this dirt road journey. Bye, guys.